Hi, I'm Lucy Reimer.
And I'm Kathy Davini.
And I am Jermaine Purifoy.
You sound so excited to be here,
I-
Jermaine.
I am. I have been out of the country, and I'm so happy to be reunited with my people.
And we're so happy
we're
for you to
excited
be
to have
back.
you
I'm
here
excited
on
to
the
be here.
Bradley Beat.
Absolutely. I've missed you guys. So.
Yeah, so this is a special episode, and we have some of our favorite people here. And we are going to be talking all about the Museum and Cultural Center at Five Points, our programs, our upcoming events, and all the things there are to be excited in this upcoming new year for us.
We're going to have to talk fast because there's so much.
There is
We're gonna run out
so
of time.
much going on. We've got, of course, Jermaine is here co-hosting with us. And here in a few minutes, we'll be bringing on Deborah Watkins, our Curator of Collections and Education. And after that, Nathan Warner is coming on to talk about Music Under the Stars.
Yes.
Two of our other favorite people that we love having here.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, I guess to get us started here, we've got Kathy and Jermaine. Both are long-term board members for us, and they are both members of our Ocoee Society. And so I think now's a great time to talk about membership.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So there's a lot of great things about memberships at the museum. And tell us, what do you like best about being a member of the Ocoee Society, which is our highest level of membership and our biggest supporters?
I know what I like best, and I know something that you're probably taking advantage of because you're traveling so much, is all of the different places that you get, what do you call that membership?
Reciprocal memberships.
Reciprocal membership when you travel through your membership of the museum, like the Hunter Museum.
The Hunter Museum, the Frisk Museum in Nashville, the High Museum of Art in Atlanta. Those are just a few of the regional ones that you get access to here. And of course that, you actually get that at starting at our sponsorship level of memberships, which is only $125 per year or just $10 a month. And that does cover your entire family. So it's a very affordable price. And it also gets you into a lot of our programming for free that normally might come with a cost. You get into almost everything for free once you're at that level of membership.
Now, one of my favorite things is the Ocoee Society parties. That's one of my favorite things.
We do have
because
fun parties.
We have such fun parties, and it's just a special group of people.
It is. It's
And you get to visit with everyone.
You do. So with the Ocoee Society, like Kathy mentioned, we do have usually 4 private events per year. Sometimes those are coordinated with exhibit openings, and sometimes they're coordinated with programs. So I know our next Ocoee Society party will be at Music Under the Stars. It will be a very special Ocoee Society area that will, you have your open bar and you have food.
Another one of my favorite parts.
Oh,
And you have fabulous
I wanna say
company.
that's mine too. Oh, yeah.
So it is the best way to experience all the Museum and Cultural Center has to offer.
Yeah.
And you get to do it with your friends. You get to meet a lot of influential people within the community and make connections. So
And you get to stay informed as well. I know with the Ocoee Society, there's a lot of things that are happening in the community that other people may or may not know about, and so we get to stay informed. Every time we've had one of our private parties, I learned something new whenever you get up to give your amazing speeches every time.
my off the cuff.
Off the cuff speeches, or always learned something, new that we didn't know was going on in the community and the museum. So it's like, that's a good thing. It's like this small knit group of people, that are aware, Mayor Tom Rowland, I still call him Mayor because, I just always known him. And so, he always comes at it's always something new going on with him as well. And so at the last party we had, speaking of impromptu, we gave another impromptu performance, me and Lucy.
That was fun.
Well, it was kind of planned, but impromptu at the same time. I actually was the one who was going to back out. Lucy didn't let me. Lucy was like, here's the mic.
You're doing this. You said you were going to do this.
It was a sing-along, so we just got people to sing along. So that's one of the perks as well. Outside of just the food and the parties, whatever, you get to be really informed about things that are coming up that you may not know about, even being a board member,
Right.
There's some things, and especially when I kind of go out of town, I come back, I'm like, wait, what's happening? I can always count on that email from Lucy and or text or Kathy. This is what I say, if you want to find Jermaine Purifoy, you can find either two of these ladies. and they will track me down.
And we'll track him down for
They
you.
will.
Which there's nothing more fun than to do FaceTiming with Jermaine Purifoy on his tour bus.
Oh my goodness.
It's all
Oh
fun.
my goodness.
We love
yeah.
Jermaine.
Yes, indeed.
We
So,
sure do.
know
So,
what it is.
but the Ocoee Society, like we mentioned, is our highest level of membership, but is not our only level of membership. We do have individual memberships starting at just $30. That gets you discounts in our museum gift gallery, as well as discounts to History Happy Hour and any of the programming that we offer. Of course, our exhibit hall is always free, so you may be wondering, why do I need to get a membership if it's free just to come in to see the exhibits and that's all I want to do? Maybe you don't want to come to History Happy Hour.
Right.
Well, that $30 membership helps us to maintain our facility. It helps us to bring in new exhibits.
Clean the bathroom.
Clean the bathrooms, keep the
Make
lights on.
sure that the roof's not leaking.
Air conditioning, my favorite, especially in the summer.
are
So your
lots of
$30
expenses.
yearly,
All of the
membership helps us to do all of that. And again, that's just, what, $3 a month, not even. And it goes a long way. So we appreciate your support at any level. At $60, you can cover your entire family. And then at our sponsorship level membership, we mentioned that already. Of course, that's when all those reciprocal memberships kick in, and those are good for museums all over the United States of America. And that's $120 a month, so just $10 a month there. And that all goes not only just for you, but to help support the museum and all the programming that we offer for our community. And keep
Well, the
it
museum
going.
has camps. It has educational programs for all ages,
It
not
does.
just children.
Yep, that's right. That's right. So we'll be
And
talking
now-
more about those here in a few minutes.
Now you're
Sure will.
using your space also for the community to get together on Thursdays.
Thursday
not only
nights.
with disc golf, but also
with the Cleveland Creatives.
with all of the different people
Yep.
coming in.
And What's Happening Cleveland has their meetups there. So we've got a lot going on, and the museum is a place for everyone in our community, we say, to gather, learn, and grow. And so we do, appreciate seeing all your smiling faces, whether or not you can purchase a membership or whether you just want to put $1 in the donation bucket. It helps us keep the doors open.
Absolutely.
So it also supports some of our other favorite programming that we do.
Keg Cork and Barrel.
Keg Cork and Barrel.
One of my favorites.
I would have never known.
Would have
known.
never known.
Oh my
Would have
gosh.
never known. So
I
Keg Cork
love
and
it.
Barrel last year was bigger and better than ever.
It really
partially because Kathy helped us organize all of that. She led the charge last
She
year.
wore many hats. She did. She definitely wore
It
many
was
hats.
a lot of fun.
And it's going to be, I think, even better this year. We have set a date. It's April 20th. And we will have the VIP room again, of course. We will have the courtyard. We will have all of our vendors and local restaurants there, all sampling food. Now, that does come with a ticket price, but it is well worth it. It is the most fun you'll have in Cleveland on a Saturday.
Yeah.
It is.
Probably all year long.
And we had bands,
Live
we had
music, yep,
Yeah, it was
live music.
awesome.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
I love how many different people we had coming together to make that event happen. We had so many people involved.
It is. And it's such a fun atmosphere because you've got your laid back backyard party, and then you've
The
got
cigar
your more-
lounge.
Yeah,
In the
that
back.
was just my mind went right to that.
Yeah, when she said laid back. Cigar lounge in the back.
Cigar lounge in the back,
Yep.
and and then you've got a totally different vibe on the inside of the building, with more of the upscale lounge feeling. So
Oh my gosh, Martha Ann's. My goodness, Martha Ann's came and cooked all the chicken right in the side yard. So you could even see them cooking the chicken and then enjoy eating the chicken.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just a big,
Yeah.
it's a
Big
wonderful,
steal.
wonderful thing that goes on. My other favorite program, of course, is Music Under the Stars, but we're going to save
gosh,
talking about it
save
until our
that.
last segment.
Yes.
But before we move, bring Deborah on, let's
The
just
gala.
talk about the gala.
The gala.
So the gala is our biggest fundraiser for the year. It is where we make about 20% of our income to support the museum, and we make it all in one night. We usually have a fabulous meal, amazing music. We did
get to
Yacht
dress
Rock
up.
last year. You get to
Yacht
dress
Rock.
up.
That was fun.
It was so much fun.
Yep. This year's
was.
theme is interesting.
Interesting in what way?
Interesting. It's called Stop Making Sense, and it is a Talking Heads theme. I've actually found a Talking Heads cover band. They're out of Knoxville, and they are amazing. So it's going to be totally different than anything we've done before. People are going to dress, you can dress on theme with like the Stop Making Sense documentary if you want to, which is 80s, like early 80s.
Well, every
Kathy,
day
I
has been
expect you
different,
in
too,
pink
you
and blue
know.
eyeshadow.
I can probably
Can
pull
you do
that
that?
off. Yes. I was thinking normally I do theme, but I wasn't sure about this one.
But and we also thought we'd throw in just nonsensical, Stop Making Sense, the documentary. It's where David Byrne wears the great big suit. I know you've, like, great big
I remember them with
suit.
those colored hard hats.
Wear that.
Is
if
that
you want
the wrong
to.
band? I think it's those
Well, see, the
colored
cool thing
hard
is that
hats.
people, they're like, even with Yacht Rock with the thing, there were some people like, wait, what is that? Like there were some people who didn't know
You
how to
kinda
dress
have
for
to
that.
look into it a
So
little
you
bit, but the
gotta,
Talking Heads
but that's what
music is
makes it good.
amazing.
That's what makes it cool. Like
And
each
these
day
are
has been
songs
different
that
like
you
that.
know.
You got to do some research
yeah.
to dress
And
up.
yeah,
you know?
and I mean, it's creative and it's different and it's fun, and that's
It's
what keeps
always
it
fun.
interesting.
It's
Yeah,
always
it's always
fun.
fun.
Listen, we danced through the decades the year before.
Oh,
then
that
we
was
went to
fun.
Yacht Rock. So now, it's like, so nobody
Doing
can ever
this?
say that, wow,
It's
the
never
gala
the same.
is the same. Right. No
It's
one can
never the
compare it to the
same.
previous
Yeah.
year. So
Yeah, and that's the
intentional.
point. That's what keeps it fun and keeps it interesting. So if you're looking for, a really good party mid-January, it's January 13th. We will have dinner, live auction, paddle raise, and a really amazing concert. I hope, if I can pull it off, that we'll have this concert in our courtyard. Yes, it's going to be cold, but I want to get lots of the heaters, like the big
Yeah.
pyramid-looking fiery heaters, and put them all over our courtyard. And then we'll have a note-burning party because we're going to still celebrate paying off our debt.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
it'll be
That's
a
a big
very
deal.
exciting
It's a
gala.
really big
Tell
deal.
them how long the museum has had debt, and this
The
is the
museum's
first
had
time.
debt since we opened in 1999, and we finally just paid it off.
That's a huge deal.
In June. So we've got a lot to celebrate this year, and you're going to see a
Yes.
lot changing, a lot of new programs, and new adventures at the museum this year. So stay tuned. But for now, speaking of new, I want to talk about all of our new exhibits coming up. So we're
That
going to
is
bring
exciting.
on Deborah Watkins, our curator of collections, and we will be right back. And we're back with Deborah Watkins, our curator of collections and education for the Museum and Cultural Center at 5 Points.
Hi, everybody. It's so nice to be here. My first time on the show, so I'm really excited.
So you have done just such an amazing job at the museum. We're so excited about you bringing in all these fresh ideas for programming. You're doing so much.
Well, thank you. It's been so much fun so far. It's been 6 months. I can't believe it.
I cannot believe it's been that long. Life has been like moving at the speed of lightning at the museum, and we have Deborah to thank about that because she just came in and hit the ball running. And I mean, gosh, we've done. How many exhibits have you put up since you've been there?
Well, I've assisted with one and then 2 others so far.
Yeah.
And then we have a whole lot more coming up. We have an exhibit on the Boy Scouts 100th anniversary that'll be next year. We have an amazing traveling exhibit we're bringing in. This one's a real coup for us. It's on Savages and Princesses, Eliminating Native American Stereotypes, or the Persistence of Native American Stereotypes. We hope eliminating them.
Yes.
And it's that one's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a lot of programming set up around that. We're going to have a powwow. How exciting!
That
I
is
know
exciting.
Cleveland's first ever powwow
Yeah,
downtown, or
never said
Intertribal Native Festival.
Yes, Intertribal
and
Native
we want to be sure that everybody knows it is intertribal. This is not representative of just one group of indigenous peoples to our area. It's a whole bunch of them, and the exhibit is, I think all 12 of the nationally recognized tribes are represented in this exhibit that we're
Yes.
bringing in, so that's very exciting.
It is. We'll even have a chance to speak to the artists who participated in the exhibit. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So be sure you're with us for opening night for that exhibit. What else have we got coming up? Oh my goodness. We just opened an exhibit on medicine in the Ocoee region from 1830 to 1952 when their hospitals all opened. So
And we've got all kinds of creepy stuff.
we're gonna do that for Halloween. Halloween.
I was going to say, we
It's
need to
coming up
save
Halloween.
I mean,
Yes,
I don't know.
indeed.
The medical stuff kind of gives me, whew, I don't
Well, there is a few of the artifacts that you're going, ooh, why?
why do
would
we-
you
why do we
ever
have
put that
that
in a
in-
human being?
Yeah. But it is a really neat exhibit. exhibit in our lobby, and Deborah designed that exhibit from start to finish.
Yes, yes. It was so much fun getting to learn more about our region. That was like the first place I started, and I said, well, how do you want to know people know their medicine? Which ended up with some really interesting tidbits. One of my favorites was I found the Medical Society's journal where they were discussing prices. And so they discussed the prices for just a visit, for a birth, and strangely enough, for syphilis and gonorrhea. I just was totally amused that it went birth to death in that way. And you're going, wow, what a community. Where have I gone?
So what were the prices?
A day visit was $1. $1.50 if you lived outside of the community. Birth was somewhere between $2 and $5, depending on the level of
Work
need. Yes, and if you had to use the forceps, by the way, we have a set of forceps in the display. So if you don't know what forceps are, come learn. Your wife will appreciate it. Then syphilis was $15 a visit.
Wow.
More than birth. More than birth.
And then I think gonorrhea was somewhere around $5 to $7.50. So, and this is a time where that's like the
interesting
equivalent
how
of
they-
like several
Yeah.
hundreds
They
of
varied
dollars.
the
Yeah.
pricing.
Oh yes, well they just weren't willing to deal with that.
They just weren't willing to deal with that. Really wanted to encourage people to behave.
Yes, thank goodness.
Yeah. But I know we've got, in addition to our amazing exhibits that are coming up, we've also got a lot of education programs coming up as
Oh,
well.
we do. Of course, we always offer school tours, and we want to encourage all of our schools, especially if you're interested in coming while we have the Native American exhibit, then you need to get in touch with us soon. Those students are booking up.
Right,
But
and those are free
That-
this
yes.
fall during our Native American Heritage Month, sponsored by Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union. All of our education programs are free. Again, if you're listening out there and you're a teacher, we hope you come visit us in the month of November, see this amazing exhibit from the Mid-American Arts Alliance, and celebrate this important piece of our culture.
And if you can't make it in November, we can come to you. We offer trunk programs, particularly the Native American trunk is important in November, coincides with the exhibit and Native American History Month. So if you're interested in that, once again, anything Native American related in November is booking up quickly. So contact us right away.
So
But
Deborah, when teachers contact you, do they come just for their class, or is it for the whole grade, or is it for the whole school?
whatever works for them. So we
But
are
those are
completely
options.
Flexible. Yes, we are flexible. We can do. I haven't had a whole school yet. Depending on the size of the school, that could get challenging, but we'll meet the challenge.
Yeah.
But mostly, it's usually the whole grade or 1 or 2 classes.
Nice.
But we will meet whatever your needs are. You just let us know. We'll make it happen.
Yep. And next summer, of course, we will have our summer camps again. That is something that we do every summer. We were very, very fortunate to have free summer camps for up to 100 children
amazing.
this
Yes.
year. We will have Missoula Children's Theater back. We hope to have Creative Discovery Museum
so,
back
yes.
again.
They were
and
fabulous.
we hope to maybe add a few other more
New ones,
locally
yes.
grown camps that we can come up with. We'll see how
Yes.
creative we get, but keep an eye on our calendar there to keep up with our exhibits. Of course, our quilt show is going to be
Oh yes, the
stellar
quilt
this
show.
year.
Save the date. It's moving to April, everyone. So early April. I think it's the 10th through the 13th.
Yep.
So do keep that in mind. We are going above and beyond this year. So beyond just our typical offerings during the quilt show, we're going to offer more classes, more history about quilts. So if you're interested in why quilts are important, this is the year to come. So.
Yep. Absolutely. Well, we are so excited about our upcoming exhibits, our upcoming education programs, and we're excited about our upcoming music too. So we are going to be right back with Nathan Warner to talk about Music Under the Stars. And we're back with Nathan Warner to talk about Music Under the Stars.
Hey gang, how are we?
We love Nathan.
We love Nathan. Nathan has so much talent, not just Music Under the Stars, but you're traveling all around town. I don't know how you get all your gigs in around.
If they've got the dime, I've got the time. That's how it goes.
All over the world, actually. This guy here.
Well, I only get to see him in
Around
town,
town,
though.
yeah.
Yeah. So Music Under the Stars has become one of the most popular programs at the museum over the past couple of years.
One of my favorites.
Yep, mine too. And it actually started with Jermaine years ago.
Many moons. It seems like forever ago.
Pre-COVID.
2018.
Yeah,
2018, our first
pre-COVID.
one.
And then after COVID, we thought, we're going to juice this up a little bit and try to get it a little bit more accessible to the public, lower the ticket
Absolutely.
price. had it, well, I mean, I know we had some outdoors anyways.
Our first one with Nathan was outdoors in the summer of
That's right.
2018. We did 2 inside with me. People got tired of hearing me, I'm sure, and I was like, well, we need to have someone else. So Nathan was our first guinea pig for the outdoor series, which went really, really well.
Yeah.
I told you I found that picture just not too long ago in your shiny blazer.
That was fun. Still have that. I don't think I brought that out since.
You should.
Maybe watch. I'll be at the gala. You should be there too.
Absolutely.
That would be fun.
No,
Absolutely.
Nathan has been a godsend to the museum. He's helped out a whole lot with this Music Under the Stars, reviving Music Under the Stars.
Reviving Music Under
Because
the
it went away for
Stars.
quite some time. So we have him to thank for that.
You know, one of the best things to me about Music Under the Stars, aside from the incredible talent that you see, is that it brings out so many different kinds of people.
Yeah.
At every different Music Under the Stars, of course, each one has a different focus. Is that the right word for
Yeah,
the
I mean,
music?
different style of music. It's a
Different style of
focus,
music,
yeah.
but it brings in people from all over, not just, you don't see, and that's true with the galas too, you don't see the same group of people. Of course, you do see your friends, but there's always an entirely new group of people brought in, which
Yeah.
makes it really fun because you're always meeting new people.
Well, one of our main goals with Music Under the Stars was to make this a program where the entire community felt comfortable coming together. So you do see young people, you see older people.
Less young people,
We're not talking about me.
people who aren't quite as young.
People aren't quite as young, but you see people
Physically, not mentally.
Right.
just across the spectrum, all different lifestyles. It's a very diverse crowd, and we offer a dance lesson to go along with that. And I think that's part of what makes it so fun is you can come, you can get a free dance lesson, so you know how to cut a rug to the music that's being played, and it's free for kids under 12. Lee University students get a discount usually, and well, this year what's going to make the fall concert so exciting is that I have gotten enough funding to guarantee it will be a free concert. Yay! So it is
Finally
accessible
afford
for
it.
everyone. Yeah.
And there's usually food.
We will have food.
There's
We will have drinks
alcohol.
for sale. No outside food or drink is allowed. We do ask that you purchase whatever you're going to purchase there at the museum, and that's one way that we can. It's a free concert.
So you have to make
Yep,
it
so that's
somewhere.
how we'll kind of be supporting ourselves. But
Right.
we're excited about our fall concert coming up. It's a salsa concert from a band called Giovanni and the 12 Monos.
Correct.
And we know Giovanni because he was in
Vendetta
the
Brass
Vendetta
Band.
Brass
Yeah,
Band.
he played with the brass band for the Mardi Gras event last
Yes.
year, and hopefully we'll be back again after this event.
Yep.
So, incredible musician, and this band is amazing. I've gotten to play with them in Chattanooga before. Just top-notch, world-class musicians, and we're lucky to have them in Cleveland.
Yep, absolutely. We're very excited. A couple new things about Music Under the Stars this year is we are partnering with Lee University to do a family program before the evening concert. It is earlier in the day. I think we said 11 a.m. I should have checked on that before we filmed this episode, but I did not.
In that area.
But it is a brass quintet, and they will be talking about the music of Latin America, kind of giving a little bit of a geography lesson and talking about how music travels, across borders, I guess, to go along with that. So again, that piece of the program is free as well. It is more child-focused, it's interactive, and so if your kids are interested in music, I would say bring them out to that one and then bring them back that evening. You can certainly do both and spend your whole day in this celebration of Latin American culture.
Lucy spends all day at the museum all the time and loves it.
And I love it. I mean, I don't think I can spend much more time there. My kids spend all day there too, usually. That's Elise thinks she runs the place. You never know.
She might.
She might one day. Who knows? But then, of course, in February, back to Music Under the Stars, everybody. We are going to do Mardi Gras again. I think we're going to call it Carnival, though, this year, aren't we? I don't know.
That's what we talked about.
Yeah,
Carnival.
but the Vendetta Brass Band will be back. Everybody loved it last year. If you missed that show, it's a high energy,
So much fun.
action-packed night of wiggling.
No,
Yeah.
no dance lesson required.
No dance
Yeah.
lesson
Yeah.
required.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both of our evening concerts are on Saturdays this year. I know people have always asked, why do you do these during the week? And it's, we were trying to be aware of football schedules and, other sports schedules and vacation time. But I think that more of a crowd can enjoy it on a Saturday. So we're going to give that a shot this year, and I hope you'll come out and join us for both of those. And then, of course, the last series of Music Under the Stars is a new thing we've added this year. It's a classical component, and the Chattanooga Symphony Orchestra will be coming on May 2nd. That one is a Thursday night, and they will be performing their concert Declassified. So that's a new one to us, and we're excited to have them.
It'll be great to not have to go to Chattanooga to see them.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, that's the good thing about Music Under the Stars is, like, I always say this to you, Lucy, like, there is an audience for every style of music. We've had big band, we've had salsa, we've had the sounds of Tennessee. Some people are like, oh, I'm not into barbershop. It's like, well, you may not be, but there is an audience here that loves barbershop. And that was one of our bigger Music Under the Stars when they came and did their concert. So I'm happy that we can still, like, much like the gala, you can't say, oh, well, that was similar to what you guys did. We've really done a good job, I think, of, like, changing it up and keeping it fresh,
And, and especially now, since it is so accessible with the fall concert being free of charge, it's a good time to experience a new style of music. And if you, maybe you don't enjoy that music as much, well, you haven't lost anything. You've just grown as a person.
I love it.
And that is what we are there for.
Sometimes, even if you're not choosing to dance at these events, simply just watching people who know how to dance it is entertainment in and of itself.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
Yes,
but those are
definitely.
great nights. And,
Kathy doesn't dance at all. Kathy never dances.
I love to dance, but some of these are out of my comfort zone. But I love to watch.
There are things outside of your comfort zone?
Every once in a while. Not often, but every once in a while.
But Music Under the Stars, like I said, it's one of our favorite programs that we do throughout the year. So if you missed the first one, you can always come back and do the second one. There's all kinds of information about it on our website at www.museumcenter.org, along with all of our other programs going on. Our quilt show is up. We have a photography contest coming up.
Oh, those are so nice to see. If you guys haven't come in and looked at the photography competition, amazing artwork.
Yeah, it truly is amazing. And there's so many exciting things going on at the museum. So I hope you will come out and join us. Check out our memberships, support our programs, and be a part of culture and arts in our community.
Real quickly, what are the different memberships?
They are individual, which is $30 a year. There's a family membership that is $60 a year. It covers you and your entire family. Then there's our sponsor level member, which is $125 a year. That's the level at which you start getting reciprocal memberships with museums around the United States of America. And then we've got our patron and Ocoee Society levels. Patron is $500, Ocoee Society is $1,000, which is payable monthly if you'd like to do that. That way you can make a smaller monthly donation instead of annual. And that's when you get everything mentioned at the prior levels, and you get the private parties, access to the VIP areas at
Which is
Music
worth
Under the
it.
Stars, Keg, Cork, and Barrel.
It's worth it.
And things like that. It is totally worth it, and it supports an amazing cause. Yep. So thank you, Nathan, for being here with us
Great to
today.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jermaine, for helping us
Of
co-host.
course, always.
And
Thanks
thanks
to
to
Deborah for sharing all about our upcoming exhibits and field trips. And we hope that you will come see us at the Museum and Cultural Center at 5 Points and visit us on the Bradley Beat.
We'll see you there.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.
Bye.